Okay, on this first one, it says a bag contains tickets numbered 0 to 9. One at a time, you pick 5 tickets without returning the tickets to the bag. To create a password, you write down each number in the order you picked. So the important thing here is you are picking 5 numbers from this bag. So those are 5 different events. I'm going to go ahead and put like a little space representing each one of those numbers that you picked. So you get to pick the numbers 0 through 9. So on this first one right here, I'm going to pick a random number from my bag. You don't know what that number is. You just do know that it's some number between 0 and 9. So that's actually 10 different options for that first number. I'm going to write that I have 10 choices for the first number. Okay, that's going to be the first number. And let's say I pick that number. You don't know what it is, but I wrote it down, right? And I'm going to take that number and I'm going to toss it. I'm not going to use that number again. So now when I look at the second number, I'm going to pick out a different number from the bag. It can't be the same one because, again, I'm not repeating the numbers. So instead of 10 options, now I only have 9 different options. And since it's a password, I'm not going to tell you what that number is. Just know I have already written down my first 2 numbers. Okay, I got that number 1 and number 2. Um, but you don't know what those numbers are. And I'm going to take that number and I'm going to toss it. So now in that bag, there's not 10 numbers and there's not 9 numbers. Now there are only 8 numbers. So for my third digit, which you don't know what it is, I'm going to have 8 different choices. And so I'm just going to write down this number 3 right here, right? You don't know if it's a 1, you don't know if it's a 4. And if I continue doing that in this fashion, then the next one, I only have 7 choices to write down my fourth number. And on that last one, there's only going to be 6 choices to write down the fifth number. Now that I have it laid out, I'm just going to go ahead and multiply those numbers together. That's going to be 10 times 9 times 8 times 7 times 6. And you get a number. It's 30,240 different combinations possible. And notice that we didn't go all the way to 4, 3, 2, 1, right? I didn't do the other ones because I'm only picking out 5 numbers. This is as far as I need to go. Okay, hopefully that made sense.